Melanin, creativity, the flow of energy, justice, politics, money, jobs. A lot of things to talk about on the stage, especially when I'm addressing my melanin field individuals. And we decided to put it all in a playbook. That's right, you heard me, playbook. The guidelines to the melanated. Tune in and listen to the Melanin Playbook. We're waiting. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? We are back with another episode. Let me hear y'all holler and scream.
Whoa. What it do? What up, though?
Yes, it is still a melanin holiday. We're celebrating all year long. It does not stop. It is forever ongoing, so we're going to keep it going. And tonight we decided to get a little raunchy and nasty with you, just a little bit, with the topic of the day. And I'm going to let Eyez say it because I feel like it's too nasty for me to say it.
What? We are talking about sexual freedom and freakiness. So yeah, we about to dabble in some grown folks convo. Grown melanated, you know.
Yeah. And I know about that freakiness. I'm just saying.
I bet you do, Taurus. Tauruses know about all that.
Drop it down low now. So, Herc, you got to hit him with your deep voice tonight now. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying. I got you. I got you on that. I'm going to have to bring it down for y'all a little bit. I'm going to have to relax myself. All right, let's do it. So, basically, today, we are digging in on how they have taken sexuality in the Black community and made it such a negative. But the non-melanin people are free to whip, beat, and do whatever they want to do in the privacy of their own bedrooms. I'll leave the floor open.
What's that called?
Bondage. BDSM.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Okay, when they
don't spank me, Christian.
I ain't gonna front. That was my movie and all, but it's like I feel like if it was melanated people, it would have came off as, oh, you just doing the most, you're nasty. But when they do it, it's like liberating, which is weird as hell to me. Like, why we can't just be as sexual beings as any other race? Like, we like doing stuff like that, and that's what makes it makes people shame. Like in the melanated community, you become shamed for wanting to express yourself sexually, so it becomes, I guess you could say, taboo.
Yeah, but they treat us taboo. So sleeping with a Black individual is like, oh, you got to do it before you die. Like it's like,
it's like we your bucket list. Like, why are we on your bucket list?
Yeah, it's like
we're categorized. Well, men anyway is categorized as mandingos.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
horse hums. So they be like, "Oh yeah,
right."
I want some of that horse.
Okay,
right. And I got it. I'm just joking. Look.
Wait a minute. What was it?
Yeah, I heard that.
But no, like seriously, they do it, and it makes it where we are limited in our sex exploration from our community, because it's almost like we're concerned with being freaky individuals or too taboo or judged, because we like, if we want a threesome, we a hoe or a freak. If they do a threesome, oh, they're just having fun. It is. It's just what it is. It's just, it was fun. Barbara just wanted to go to the post office for just a short minute and mail off a letter or two.
They got a whole club. The swingers club, I bet you don't see none of us in there. And if we up in there in the corner. Like,
right, duck dolls.
Meanwhile, they walk on the beach with no clothes on, sitting in the woods, bamming drums naked, talking about, woo!
I'm living the life.
I'm living my best life. Okay.
And they do.
But we don't realize, like, sexuality is a huge part of being alive. And like when you don't express yourself the way you need to sexually, that is unhealthy. Like
And frustration.
you become frustrated, you become depressed. It can cause anxiety. Like it causes a plethora of issues that you ain't really got to deal with. But
If you
you're
just got off.
shamed. Yeah, but you're shamed. Like you're scared to do it, or we don't talk about
So
it. It's like even with like families, like my mom and dad never spoke about sex with us. Like
maybe
it
it's a
was,
past history thing though, because if you think about it, we were punished for certain sexual things back in the day. Emmett Till whistling at a white woman got him lynched and hung. You know, I think it's the negative connotation of sex within our history that we are at a point of I'm nervous. Of pursuing it or how it's going to be viewed, so we limit ourselves, especially straight black men, because I think for us, we are like we ain't finna try nothing new. It's finna be
okay.
bang bang. I'm good. You good? All right, cool. Like we don't want to go outside of the box, and I think it's because there was the whole buck breaking situation that kind of happened.
Yeah,
There was the being forced to sleep with the master wives. It was a lot of things sexually done to us as a community. And I think it makes us sometimes a little bit more sacred of our body or be taught to be sacred. And I think that's why we don't discuss it. And when we do go outside of the realm of what we're taught and we be bigger freaks, so to say, it's like, no, that's not what you should be doing. Your body is limited to this one lane. And I think for us, we really have taught our kids and have grown up thinking that sex is just for procreation and it's not anything else. And we didn't teach the feelings, the emotion, the passion that comes with making love. We didn't teach that.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
because a
Because
lot
some
of
people think they're supposed to just beat it down and be done instead of it's foreplay. It's more actually, it's more to sex than just sex. It's called intimacy,
yeah,
and a lot of
But
us
we
don't know
don't
how
have
to
that.
be intimate.
We're taught not to put our feelings in situations. So why would we know how to be intimate?
true. Because you got to actually know yourself. You have to love yourself in order to be intimate with someone.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
us, we don't even have that connection with ourselves. We don't know what we really want sexually because you just going off of what you see society wants. Half of y'all
Mm-hmm.
are being deprived for what y'all want anyways.
Cause
Like
you
you're
can
not
come
even
off,
exploring yourself
you can
properly.
come off rubbing toes.
Right. Like you can get to where you need to go by a little
By
rub of
rubbing.
scalp. Like you can literally massage somebody's head and get them into a place of intimate, like very deep, connection with them. But people don't really tap into that because either you lazy or you think that, oh, we can just bang 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 and that's what they want. Like no, you actually have to have a conversation about it, and people don't talk about it with each other. They just assume that this is what you want.
I think it's a block. I think it's because we've been limited emotionally, mentally, as a race. I think we put ourselves in a box and we stay in that box, in that lane, and we feel like that's where our safety is. And so we're so worried about being branded as something different or ridicule for enjoying yourself that I think we just be like, I'm not finna do that. No, yeah, I may have tried it once and liked it, but it's not what I'm supposed to like and enjoy. And it's like, but you're supposed to like and enjoy whatever. Like it's not limited to, like of course there's certain things you're not supposed to, pedophilia, stuff like that, we know. But certain things, if it's with an adult, two consensual adults, like enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
But I think black men have experienced sexuality in the worst way in history standards. So we don't, it's not something that we really like to conquer or really talk about or go in depth about unless we're triumphing in the moment. If you notice, if we're feeling like we're a big man in it, then we enjoy it. Yeah, otherwise we don't want to talk about it. And then with women, I feel the rape and things that happened during slavery, civil rights and things along those lines made you guys more I say possessive over your bodies, so to speak. So you're like, I'm not gonna give it to everybody. I'm gonna hold it because it's something sacred, and I've had it taken from me, so I'm not finna give it out. And I think black men has just been exploited at this point. They're just like, I'm gonna fall into whatever vibe is out there for me.
Yeah, we definitely have been sexually disrespected all the way around. Like we literally have sexual trauma that we do not deal with, from the women being sexualized,
Somebody
from the
especially black
men, yeah,
wide
the
hips
black
in the
women.
movies.
Mm-hmm. And then the black man from being sexualized as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
no one wants to connect. No one is like, okay, we see you as pretty much like a blow up doll.
Yeah.
Like we just gone, okay, you, like I said, a bucket list. We're gonna
And
check.
they're open about it too, because I
Yeah.
had somebody hit me up on Facebook and was like, I like black guys.
What?
Okay.
All
Um,
right, good for you.
good for you. Did you like slavery and civil rights too? And we making
Okay.
talk.
So what did he want you to do? Or what did that person want to? What did they want you to do?
They were
Right.
trying to be sexual, and it's they were like, oh well, I like black guys, I like that, and I'm just like, it's not a turn on to be
It's
sexualized. It's not a perk to say that my skin drew you to me and you didn't know anything about me on a deeper level. You just saw black and probably had the automatic thought in your mind is the Mandingo theory that, oh, he's packing, he's ready to go, he's this and that, and it's like, I mean, that don't mean I want you. That don't mean I'm a sexual animal
Exactly.
or a sexual creature.
And see, that's the thing, because to be honest, we all go off of appearance. That's all we have to hold on to, anyways, when you first meet someone. So you're going to naturally gravitate to what you see to make you attracted to someone. However, like, don't be insensitive. You already know that, or if you haven't, you must be living under a rock, that we already have issues with how we're approached. So would you like for someone to approach you about something that is as sensitive as your skin? Like, we already, like, our skin has already been put on this weird pedestal. Like, don't come at us about that. Like, come on now. Like, granted, it's a difference from appreciating, melanated skin, than, like you said, sexualizing it. Like, you literally fetishized it for what? Like, you did not have to do that. Like, no one wants to be fetishized. So,
But
yeah,
they think it's a compliment.
it's
They think
not.
it's a compliment. They feel like, oh my
Not.
God, your hair is so beautiful. Let me touch it. Let me
So
stroke it.
you don't.
Oh, it makes me better. And it's like, if
Mm-mm.
you touch me one more time,
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
it
have
is
to
about people
go. I'm
and
gonna have to
our
go off.
hair.
Mm-hmm.
They love touching our hair. I'd be like, no. What are those? Yarn? No, it's not yarn. One lady went as far as calling me Raggedy Ann.
Not Raggedy Ann. Oh my gosh.
I was
Is the
like,
exit over
man.
here? Is over on this side over?
I
Okay.
was like,
Oh
guys, you
gosh,
better
the
stop down there, but
disrespect.
because I was like,
It's like, do you even think about what y'all say before you say it? Like, being in for the Melanin Playbook, please don't do that. Have some type of couth when you come and talk to people. Like, y'all don't even think about it. You just throw out stuff and then you try to it off. Like, no,
no.
I can
we catch shade.
too.
We catch shade, okay?
Right.
The world, uh-uh.
Mm.
I can't do it. It's just like because I've even had it at work where women would walk up and just like grab on my chest or touch on my arms, and I'm like, that's just because I'm a dude is not a sliding factor. Like, it still is sexual assault to me. Like, I
It
I
didn't
mean,
want
is.
you to
it's
touch
hot
me.
though, Hurt.
You
God
know what I mean?
dang.
And majority of the time, I'm not gonna lie, it's a non-melanin individual that
Yeah.
does it. And it's like, to me, in that moment, it's like you look at me like I don't have rights for you to just be
Mm-hmm.
able to touch and interact on me. And it's like, no, like we in the slavery, this is my body. You don't touch me like that.
Let's flip it. Sexual freedom and freakiness. Now, if you would have walked up to Karen and was like, "Oh, your butt is so flat," then what?
Okay.
He touched me. It's right.
Yeah.
Right. And it does that with women. Like women, I noticed that we don't necessarily like we get upset when the opposite sex do that to us, but it's like when if they were to do that, you will feel threatened. But it's okay for you to go groping, pulling, tugging, and doing all that extra. Like, come
Putting
on, you
your
gotta
hands down
respect
your
people's
pants and
privacy.
stuff. Ask
I
them, can
think
I touch it, please?
I think it's because like majority of the men have put out there that they're open sexually like that, so you can approach me and touch me and grope me and I'm okay. And it's like, no, not every that doesn't define every single man.
Right,
So that's just the men you ran into. And you will find that one that could have been the one that's like, no, you know
right,
what? I'm good. I'm gonna
right.
go home. You want me to drop you off? Okay, no, all right. I'm gonna
They
get on
pull a
out here.
Karen on your
Peace.
tail.
Right.
I'm calling
The
tomorrow.
police show up tomorrow. She groped me. I didn't know what to do.
And they ain't gonna
Uh,
believe you.
and then
Dang.
they
Well,
ain't
let's
dang
get to
because
this
it's
freakiness though.
whips and chain. Ain't that what Rihanna said? I may
Okay.
be
Rips and
bad, but I'm
chains,
perfectly good at it.
motherfucking
Okay.
evidence. So
I don't see nothing wrong with it. And when you in
I
a
think I
comfortable
think for
space,
some people, especially in the melanin community, I think it takes us back to slavery, or we have tied it in with slavery. So then we like,
yeah,
you not finna whip and put your hands on no, not finna do that.
that's the
I ain't
my
gonna
trauma
lie,
that we ain't healed from though.
my
right?
personal experience, you know the little things, the little hand, like the little chains,
Yeah,
chain your feet. I broke that shit. Okay,
Thought you got out of there.
I got out of there. That shit went kaplam kaplu. Cause I felt some type of way in my head. So that part, I don't know.
Oh gosh.
That whole little set was broke up. Okay.
Not you.
all right, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn my camera off for a minute because I can't. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Oh gosh.
Let me just take myself
And
out
I
for a little
didn't
second.
choke. I was like, yeah, go ahead and choke me. It was like, okay. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Panic mode.
Didn't too much
But see,
like that.
I would
Mayday.
say
But
that it boils
my
down
trauma
to
came
that.
from my trauma with the bands came from my childhood because I was so bad they used to have to put belts around my wrists to keep me from running. And so I didn't like that.
See that? It's trauma you gotta heal from. You gotta be
You got to
comfortable.
heal from it. But then, I was talking because I was talking to somebody today, and we made a statement off of last episode, and we were we said it's the option to heal, like it's an option. It's not something that you got to sit and wait to come along. Nobody can walk up and say, "Felique, I'm gonna heal you today." I just feel like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You gonna be looking like,
Right.
you ain't know my problem. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But
Right.
we got to heal from it. And then I think when you heal and you become free, like I used to think it was the same way. I correlated it with slavery. And I was like, nah, y'all just freaks and y'all want to beat on black people and chain us and you think that's sexually fun for you. And I was like, no, but now I got whips and candles and da 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 da. Like I enjoy myself. Like it doesn't bother me because I can separate the action and enjoy the pleasure of it. But I think there are people who are like, when I say freaking, it's like Cassie said, still using us as a bucket list to say, I slept with a black woman or I slept with a black man or this and that. Because they, on their side, is I got points and kudos when I did that. I had a
I don't
black
want
girlfriend. So now I go to the barbecue. They make jokes. You know what I mean? It's like, no.
it's a cookout, ma'am.
Right.
And you're not invited.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you.
So what
You go
about
to the,
men? Like sexually, certain men's be like, with the rear, they don't want to be touched.
I think buck breaking. It's the history of buck breaking, and that literally did pass down through our line. And I think it's like for them, it's like no, you don't touch back there. You don't. That's a line of disrespect, and I think so is because they feel like one, gay is an action, and it's not.
Because it's weak.
Is yeah, it's an attraction to the same sex, and it's like I think they confuse it where if I get touched back there, then that's me and I like it. Then oh my god, my sexuality is at question, and it's like no, like you just like being
What
touched back there,
you
like
are.
that ain't nothing wrong with that. The male G spot is back there.
And
Like, you know what I mean? I was like, you gotta, right. I was like, you just gotta sit back and allow yourself to enjoy yourself. Like, but I think sexually for us, we had the least amount of freedom for it. And so because we didn't get to be emotional, which means we didn't know how to tie the physical to emotion. So all we was left with was the physical. And due to that, anything that's physically done has an emotional impact on us, and we don't know how to block it off. So we just don't like to go down the road of it. Where I think Black women have dealt with stuff a lot on a mental and emotional level that
mm-hmm.
they're tied in naturally to everything now, mentally and emotionally first. And then they bring the physical in. And because of that aspect, that's why they're able to control their bodies more than men are able to control their bodies. Because a woman can be into you and feel intimate with you without being physical with you. And a man can't correlate that difference. We're like, oh, if you say intimate, I'm screwing. That's what I consider intimate. And it's like, if we're both laying here naked and we're doing our do, then we're intimate. And that's because we were sexualized, you know, in slavery, and then coming up through civil rights, it was still the sexualization. They looked at us, they saw, you know, what they saw. And then when they did sleep with us, we got hung or killed or whatever off of an act that was pushed up on us. So yeah, we're scared of sexuality.
Like that movie, what's that movie? Marshall.
Yeah.
Y'all seen it?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen it?
Mm.
Well, Thurgood Marshall, I think it's Marshall, where the white woman, well, the unmelanin woman slept with the house dude, the house melanin man.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, she heard her husband coming or whatever. And then she faked like he threw her over the bridge and tried to kill her. But that's not what happened. And they had a whole long, drawn out court case. And she sat down and was like, yes. Oh. And Thurgood was he was a good lawyer and was calling like the flaws of the case out. And that man ended up almost getting lynched or death sentence, but he got off. Because she wanted to sleep with him like it was consensual. She asked him to come in that room.
That's how I have to
I mean, and that's just like Emmett Till, like, you know, the lady who he supposedly whistled at.
They say
Yeah, they say he didn't even do it, and she said that on her deathbed. I'm like, this boy's dead and gone. He been dead for how long now? And you just now want to come clean? Like, and it's just a form of how sexuality has been used as a tool against us to bring us down. So then we're like, I'm not forgiving of it. I'm only enjoying sexuality as if I'm in control. If I'm not in control, I'm good.
yeah.
And I feel like car sex shouldn't be illegal if the police catch you.
You said it shouldn't.
No.
Exit this way. It's over here.
That's part of freaking.
I mean,
technically it's private property. So, I mean, you in your private property that you pay taxes on. So,
but it depends on where that vehicle is sitting. If it's on public land, then
so you better go off in the woods.
Right, you got to be sitting in your driveway doing that.
Then you can close that door and say, "Get back." All right, thank you.
So I can finish.
So I can finish. Thank you. Because I'm in my yard. I'm on my acres. And I'm giving my mule. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. I got my 40 acres and a mule. Please let me get my mule.
Please let me get mine. I'm trying to run the whole plantation.
Right.
I'm trying to run through the whole plantation over and over and over again.
Right. I think we just got to find somebody that we're comfortable with exploring, and then not look at other people that are exploring as something that is very evil or like you nasty, because like we have
a guideline for it, and I think we as slaves labeled we're used to everything being labeled for us, that now we label everything. And if we can't put a label to it, we don't want it.
You don't understand it. You get frustrated.
You don't understand. It's foreign, and it's like, no. If Eyez decided to go have a threesome, and it's with two other women, they're gonna look at it as what can I call it? Because she just had a boyfriend yesterday.
Oh,
So
right.
what
So
can I say?
what?
I
Mind your
can't put a name
business.
on it. So then they're gonna say it's just wrong. You shouldn't have been doing it. I don't care if you was experimenting. You shouldn't be doing it. Yada yada yada. But then the sad part about it is that's all it's gonna be said to Eyez. It's gonna end there in our community and it's done. Now, if I go and decide to give experimentation with another guy, then it's gonna go down a whole different lane. Both of us are ridiculed. But also we're going to be labeled as gay, regardless if it was just us experimenting or not. We're going to be labeled as gay, and then it's going to be throughout the rest of the community. Whether that one experience told me that I didn't want it, but now everybody just keeps saying, "Oh, you did it with
And
that
that's
dude.
within the
You did it
Black
with that
community.
dude. You did it
Yeah.
with that dude," and it's
On the
because we got to
fashion end or
label it
whatever.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because I can eat asparagus and say I don't like it.
But you tried it.
Right. I tried it and I figured I don't like it. So what's the difference of me trying something else sexually?
Because I think, and I'm gonna say this, I really think, like the myth that I said earlier on the thought, because men are physical and that's how we display emotions, I think they tie that in and they try to say that if a man did something physically, his emotions were tied up in it. So
Yeah.
then at that point, he did it because he wanted to, and it was not just a sexual thing, it was he had the feelings for it. And it's like, no, no. Some people can imagine sex and it be enough to help them decide if they want to pursue it, want to try to do anything, measure it out. And then there's some people who I gotta give it a shot.
Me.
Like, you know what I mean? I got to give it a shot. And after I give it my shot, like Queen tried being tied down, figure out that was not for her. Okay, cool. You know
I
what I
can
mean?
have sex with a female, but I can't be in a relationship with one.
Right.
And see, for me,
And
I
I'm looking
can
at
both is
when I'm,
fine for me.
I don't know. I think I'm a drunk gay.
Oh Lord.
What a log off button? Where is it? Is
Oh
it here?
Lord. Here we
What
go.
a
Y'all
log off?
said
Can
sexual
y'all find the
freedom.
log off? Y'all see the log off on the screen? I don't see it.
We're not logging out. It's okay. It's called freakiness. Cha cha cha.
Hey. I feel like ain't nothing wrong when you got people that are, of course, consenting and
I gotta
old
take a
enough
drink.
to understand what they're doing.
I wish I could take one. My label show.
Mature enough to know what they're doing as well. Like we don't even connect. We very disconnected. So
But that goes back to last night's episode when I said anything that gets under the skin, we don't want to pursue anymore. And I think we tried to block out the negativity of our past so much that we're starting to block out each other at this point.
yeah,
And it's like it's just all about what I can get from you. I can't get nothing. All right, cool, I'm out.
true.
That's how it is. Because when they get married, think about when you say, "Oh, why do you want to get married?" Because I want a man to take care of me, to love me, da 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 da. But you ain't say what kind of man you want.
True.
You ain't say your expectations. You're not setting your limits of what he gotta have, how he gotta be. You just want somebody that's gonna love and take care of you.
That's anybody.
And it's like that's everybody. Like
Right.
find a bum on the street that'll say he love and want to take care of you.
Okay.
Cowboy.
Like that
But
one.
anyway, like I was saying,
Cowboy.
He gonna cut his
cowboy.
beard off. Cowboy said, "I cut my beard off for you, baby."
Mm-hmm. That'd be one ugly man.
I had no chicken on my kitty cat.
You gonna look.
Not sprinkle it like Salt Bay.
I'm saying, but it is like I would say this. So you know what? Let's flip it a little bit since we talking about sexual freedom and freakiness.
I was just about to say,
So would you date outside of your race
I don't want no
and
Uncle Meat.
be confident enough to stand up for that relationship?
Nope.
I thought about it. I always thought, but it's something about being with my melanated people. Like, I feel like certain conversations I don't have to have. I feel like it's a level of understanding that I don't have to explain. So, and I don't, not to say that I'm not trying to educate, but when you're in a relationship, I don't want to have to constantly, because that's something that you have to groom someone if they not already aware of it. And then I'm constantly in my head because I haven't healed from what I see. I'ma constantly think, okay, you're out to get me. So I don't even want to put myself in that situation where no. So I would say no. But I've thought about it. But
Get out situation.
okay.
Where are the keys, bros?
Shit. I
Okay,
would have had the
baby.
keys
I
in my
got the
purse.
keys.
I could tell he was. Now we not gonna count him in our camp because we would have just started walking. You could have kept them keys.
Baby.
When shit started getting weird, we would have been out of there.
And then he
Okay.
tried to run through the front door. Now I did like that line on the Wizard of Oz and found that window at the end of the hallway. That would have been me.
Man, absolutely not. You was not about to hand me hemmed up
That
at
was
nobody's
that
home.
lion was a true melanated people. Because when he said go, that lion said, "All right, y'all can stand here. I'm out."
Okay.
He got that courage. What he needed courage.
He got that courage real
He
good.
got
He
that
said
courage.
go. But what did he kill us first? Go, and that lion took off down that hallway. He said, "You know what? Too many doors. Whoop, gotta go."
Okay. Yeah.
I would say I would. I can say put like this. It would have you would have to have bomb chemistry for me to
Yeah.
do it. And you would have to have had interaction with melanated people for me to do it. Like I couldn't do it with somebody that's just you're the one. I
You're the
feel it for
first
you, and I'm
one.
like, yeah, you go find go find 3 others, and then you come to me after you get with them. Because I can't do a newbie. I'm not finna tell you my history. You're not finna ask me how was slavery. Like I lived there.
You gotta have some swag.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not finna ask me why do y'all facial hair grow like that, or
You gotta be
why your nose is like that, or this. I don't have time for all that. I'm not gonna do that. But I would.
And then I ain't gonna want you. I don't want you to feel like you gotta be more ethnic. Like I don't want no one that's like. If that's the case, I just
I
get
don't know. I kind of like some of when they wear cornrows.
I get with my melanin brother. Like I'm not gonna even go out with you. I could just get the real thing. I'm not going for great value.
Great valet. Okay, great valet.
I'm gonna go
great
for
valet.
the real Cheerios. I'm not going for, no. I'm going for the real thing. So I don't want you to feel like you got to do the most around me just so you can be down, I guess.
I wanna be down with what you're going through.
But I do know that a non-melanated individual, Caucasians, they are very sexual individuals. Like they don't mind. The ones that I've encountered do not mind. They will explore till they can't explore no more, which is a very dope. But I wish I could just find that in me a melanated man. Like, like I
what you looking for, babe?
Okay.
Ain't the numbers gonna go up that boy. How deep? Yeah, you gotta hit with the deep voice.
I want the quiet storm.
Because y'all keep saying my deep voice, so I'm gonna say this: if I'm relaxed, I just talk lower. I cannot help it. It is what it is. All right, I can relax then. That is.
Hey.
Let me chill out. All right, so it's gonna sound similar to this for the rest of the show. All right, let's get it. So, what we got?
Don't make me blush, baby.
So, like I was saying, like real talk, I feel that we should be able to enjoy ourselves sexually. I also feel like if I want to be with a white person, I'm sorry, I don't want to say colonizer. That would have been offensive. I'm gonna say
Christopher Columbus.
I'm gonna say non-melanin individual. If I wanted to be with a non-melanin individual, I would. I can definitely vibe with it.
Definitely. Or I like Dominicans.
Ooh, or Latinas. Ooh.
Yeah.
They got melanin in them though.
See my face?
It's not as much as us, but they got it in them.
I'm sorry.
That's about close. Yeah, they are some high. Go to Miami. Go Miami.
Okay. You may as well just, that's still melanin. We talk about people that lack.
Give me a British.
Get you somebody.
So we talking about sexual freedom and freaking. What? Go ahead.
a Caucasian, Asian, yeah, all them.
I'm gonna date an Asian. I need a pedicure.
That was so
That was so
offensive.
disrespectful.
That
It
was
was.
offensive.
Yes, that was.
Very offensive.
Like, why would you say that?
She's getting reprimanded, you guys.
Okay.
We do not condone that type of behavior out here.
Okay, my bad then. I'm sorry. But
Don't apologize to us.
Right. They
apologize
about
to
to eat
everybody.
your tail up. But I don't know. I just can't go through the level of explaining. I done got too old to feel like I need to be your teacher. Like, maybe if you would have called me back in the back days, but now, I just can't see myself doing it. But kudos to the ones that out there exploring, with it or whatever. Hopefully you can teach them, show them the Melanin Playbook. Let them know, hey, take this back to your family and let them know, hey, this is how we like to be treated.
Exactly.
So I feel like
Now, don't sexualize us. Like, allow us to be free to do whatever we want to do. Don't sexualize and fantasize us and don't do that. It's creepy and it's disrespectful.
as
Like, don't do it because we really don't fantasize about y'all. It's like y'all think we do.
okay. We really don't.
I will drop that in there. We really do not fantasize. No. We'll fantasize about each other before it's you. Now it's a list of it's certain non-melanated people we do. Angelina Jolie, Chris Evans, Robin Thicke. We can go down a little list.
But all those people that you just named are people that have characteristics of melanated individuals.
That don't
Angelina
change
Jolie
from the
got the
fact that we
organs.
still vibe.
Yeah, like, so we still have to see a little bit of us in you.
Yeah,
So that's really what it is.
not a mutant. No, so
Okay, I'm just saying.
clear my throat on that one. I think that word got caught in there.
Okay.
So
So
how y'all feel
yeah,
about
Who?
polygamy?
I had seen something
We
they was
talked about it
talking about.
yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but the other day.
I was watching this video and I sent it to Herculez. It was about pretty much how the black man the number is dwindling and is becoming more black women than men. And for us to have a black man in the home to raise the kids and just have you a black man around, then we're going to have to pair up. So, like, I don't know how I quite feel about that. I mean, I kind of see it. I can't say that we dwindling, but you like the system has definitely taken a lot of our black men from them not loving themselves enough, so they go out and do crazy things to get them caught up in the system, to either they know they don't even want to rock with us anymore, black women, or to just them being killed or murdered in the street. So I kind of get it, but I ain't saying no man. So, but
Right.
I understand, it's a lot of kids, it's a lot of melanated children out here not growing up with a father. So I don't know, but
I'd be like, is
just
it
like that, you got to
possible to
take
get
care of
like
your
a
kids
husband
too.
and a wife? Because then you might win me on the argument. That's just
But I mean, with
Right.
that, you could create your own definition of what it is, though. And
yeah.
yeah, you can
I
have
don't think
whatever
we
you
live in
want.
the same house, but you can come over sometimes.
Mhm.
I said, I don't think we live in the same house, but you can come over
Mm-mm. Yeah,
sometimes.
you can come visit from time to time. Just ask Will and Jada how they did it.
Oh, right, because they definitely did it. They probably had an in-house.
Then now they had an entanglement. That's what the thing. That's the word you
Well,
trying
that
to
big
put
ass
an
house they
entanglement.
got,
Yeah,
It
shoot.
was an
The other
entanglement.
person can live on the other side. They ain't got to be
I know.
bothered. I can live.
That's what August was. He was on the other end.
you're not gonna do Mr. August like that. He was not living in their home. Okay,
Probably was.
but I don't know. I can't bring myself to that because I feel like there's still hope. I guess I'm holding on to hope. I'm not sharing no man. I can't do that. And
Well, you
I
can
will
come
see
over
you.
sometime, or you
Nah,
can go over there. Maybe
nah.
you the person.
At that point, it's
But
just
then
gonna
what about
be
like you getting pregnant? Like you got kids
right.
everywhere. Like I can't, no,
Is it
because
just
you're not gonna go
sexual or
get
is it
pregnant by somebody
emotional?
else and then come in like you my husband, so we gonna take care of it together.
Right.
No,
And then at
you
that
Uncle
point,
Sam is gonna take care of that with you. The
Well,
food stamps,
sexual.
tennis,
You right.
however, all
is
them
That's
gonna
gonna
help
be.
you out. Ain't
is it
nothing wrong with them
sexual?
programs, but you better reach out to
It
them for you.
probably is for me
Is it
because you're
just
not gonna
sexual or
take.
emotional?
I can't hear you tell me that you love my man.
Exactly. But like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're coming into it, it's a little bit different from you already being there. But is it sexual or emotional? Do you have this person around because you want a emotional connection outside of what you already have?
No.
Or is it just sexual? If it's just sexual, y'all may as well just go swinging. So like most of the people that are in the polygamy community, they are in there like it's emotional and sexual. Like it's all
Yeah, everybody
tied,
calls
like
you the
y'all,
babe.
yeah. That's the ones that I've seen. Now, don't get me wrong, because I ain't in the community, so I don't know. But the ones that are put on display,
It sounds like she looking for applications, but we just gonna
nah.
leave it for that.
I'm not sharing them, man. So, yeah.
Sign right on up.
Nah, I'm good. I would that would have to be like the last of the last. Like I'd be like, all right, well,
Right for the Mohicans.
but I don't want to join nobody else's bond. Like, no, I'm not competing. I feel like I'm competing.
I can say I've
Yeah.
had friends in relationship with like they share a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and it works out for them. I think it takes a certain person to be able to just share
Right.
yourselves with each other. But
Mm-mm.
I don't think I think like maybe back in our history, we may have been okay with polygamy and stuff like that. I think now we don't even like to share our food at the dinner table, yet alone share our spouse. So,
You can't even share a daggone fries.
because I'm pretty sure in Africa they probably had more than one wife. You know, when we was
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
so
a
I'm
what's it? Who else got more than one wife? What religion is that?
Muslims.
Yeah, Islam.
mhm. So that's why I said no. I'm pretty sure it exists on it, but no, not in the U.S. Because if you ain't sharing half of this rent, we don't need to be sharing half of my marriage. Like
I
that's
mean, half of them are sister wives, anyways. Like you got people out here that are
you can have
sharing a
sister
man and
wives, but
don't
the
even
sisters
know
need to
it.
have a job.
You sharing a man and don't even know it.
Because if we doing this and you ain't, and you got 5 wives, but it ain't but 2 checks coming in here, that sounds like a problem.
We all gotta help. It's a community thing.
Sister 3 through 5 gonna have to get up out of here.
Not sister 325.
3 through 5.
3 through 5. If you came in here after me, you gonna leave before
We
me.
having a
Oh, you
check
said
in.
325. I thought you said 325. Like she had a number. Jesus.
Oh man.
Well, you guys, we have wild out on this topic. What everybody want to leave them with? I did because this. I don't know if it's a positive note that can come after this
It
conversation.
is. Be liberated. Love on yourself. Like once you actually tap into loving yourself, like physically, mentally, spiritually, like you will love yourself and you can explore with somebody that is connected to you like that. Like it will be nothing for you to just open up like that, but you have to have the level of comfort to do that. You have to know who you are for one to do that because you don't want nobody else telling you who you are or what you like and all that. So, you know, be open, you know, and just continue to be liberated and be unapologetically melanin.
Yeah. Be open, stay freaky, and do what you like to do. Period.
I'm gonna say, be a freak, as in Adina Howard
That's what I'm
said.
saying.
You
Be a
know,
freak. Hey,
do what you do, and don't allow past situations to dictate how you react to the present and how you act going to the future. I know, that we had our negative moments as melanated people when it came to sex, but don't allow it to prohibit you from enjoying the sexual side of yourself that's meant to be enjoyed. And don't allow anybody outside of the melanin community to sexualize you in a way that feels like you're not important enough to be ravished and enjoyed. So, with that being said, we're going to end out tonight's episode. Next episode, we doing shot time. I just feel shot time is time to be
We
brought
got
in.
to. Oh yeah, and the Asian comment, I didn't mean it that way. They do it better for me. That's what I meant by that. I apologize.
Thank you. Well, y'all, it was fun getting on this raunchiness with us. Tune in next Tuesday for the new episode as well. We will be bringing in more individuals on the board. Outside of the three of us, we will have two other individuals, hopefully, that will grace their presence on this stage. So look out for our live. We'll be going live soon. Check in on that. Follow our page. Hit all of us. We're following the page as well. So all you got to do is go through the follow list, and you will find Cassie with the Eyez and Lika Baby 87. Is that right? And then me _ I am Terrell, or you can look up Poe _ Herculez. Do not be scared of what you will find when you look up Poe _ Herculez.
That's me.
Maria Sanchez on Facebook, and Cassie Dessa is on there, and that's KA apostrophe SEA.
Okay.
So and look up the Melanin Playbook. The website is up. Sign up. Do it all. Get into the whole package. We're bringing out new stuff, so make sure you tune in. All right, guys, it's been fun. We will holler at you
Later.
All right. Peace
later.
out. Later. Sexual freedom.